Okay, here's something to watch out for, and this is something that you'll learn with some experience. But I was putting in these walls on the second floor, and this whole side was pushed over, and I had to try to find the place where the measurement was off, and it started here. So this is what it looked like with this wall before, and all the walls looked like that going over, but I've already fixed it. However, to show the solution, there's something strange going on here with the plans. If I zoom in on these plans, this section right here, from here to here, that's what we're looking at. And you'll see 15 1 1/4. This measurement is wrong. Or I should say, it's not from stud to stud. If you look very closely, this measurement is taken from the grid line to the end of this wall. And the reason I know that is because if I zoom in really, really close, you can see that one of these tick marks is not in the right place. So the question was it this one or this one? And this is where, having already put in first floor walls, I knew, well, that's right, I didn't put that wall in. But having first floor walls aligned, I knew these walls were matching up, so I knew it couldn't be it. I knew this one was supposed to be on that grid line centered. And so by process of elimination, you can find out it's this one, and then once you shift that one over to match, everything else lines up. So you have to watch out, because just because a professional architect or structural engineer designed the plan, they're not free from errors either. And that's why this process is intended to give you as many checks as you have. If I hadn't had the grid line in, that would have been hard to find. I would have had to go back and forth between two floors. If I hadn't had two floors in, that would have been hard to find. I might not have noticed it. I might have assumed I was right. But having both in the grid and the first floor, the redundancy there and the visualness of it all helps me to spot that immediately and avoid making the same mistake myself. It's easy to do. I do it sometimes clicking on the wrong spot for measurements, and when you've worked in the business for a while, you'll find that that's a pretty common problem. So there you go. Common problem, simple solution, trying to figure it out, and then this sort of thing is hard to do on paper because obviously it doesn't have the same detail as it would when you can zoom way in to see exactly where the tick mark's going for. It'd be more like looking for something like this, and there's just no way of knowing. So, convenience of electronics, I guess.